Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on last year's national champion, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the move from inside is 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Blue Devils offense will be first on the attack. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time.
Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Hayden. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Duff. Completes it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zips it out to his man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Blue Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
That doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They give it to him again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Duff. He fires a bullet to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. The option look. Touchdown, Blue Devils! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They are up by 7 over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. Let's talk for a second about NC State. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in the W column here today, David.
And this is why we love the expansion of the college football playoff. Sometimes you get hot at the right time. Like late in the season, and you look like a team that could do some damage, and then you get to that moment and you get the opportunity now. So keep putting it together and see what happens.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground with the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Duff. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Duke! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that. Week 11 performance. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. He's straight downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 4-5. A big play for this offense.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires left. It's caught. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense got him at the 27. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in this.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man, but I got a pass rush like that.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. NC State quick to the line. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Garrison. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. From the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Duff. Unloads to the right and wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended.
There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Duff. Finds his back in the middle. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give as they work on that clock. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll try to sneak it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on 1st down. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Running free. 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got the first down and more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Got his man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back under 2 minutes. Everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big